Hey, well, come back to my Sports Nation channel about this video. Harry Kane's story has this to say about him. It recounts, in fact, much more than that. It speaks of an entire perseverance, belief, and constant dedication to improvement. In brief, it speaks of more than just goals. One such boy who was born in Walthamstow, London on July 28, 1993, is Harry Kane. He aspired great things in a world that all told him he was not good enough. He belonged to a not-too-fortunate family, and football took him from a very young age into life world. At an early age, he joined Ridgeway Rovers, where he began displaying early signs of the spirit that would go on to define his career. Interestingly, he had a very big love for the game, but had a nasty early rejection by being trialed at Arsenal's youth academy. They let him go, according to them, because he is a bit chubby and not very athletic. For most young players, this would have meant the end of the road. Not for Harry Kane, though. Instead, he regarded it as something to burn within him. It wasn't failure, nor did he give up on his usual earnest ways of life. Kane's early career certainly bears testimony to all manner of things: patience, grit, hard work, commitment, just like any upcoming football star. Signing with Tottenham Hotspur's youth malaise was not meteoric. Unlike those freaks who burst onto the scene at 17 or 18, Kane had to work much harder for longer and suffer much more. To gain some experience, he went on innumerable loan spells to clubs like Leyton Orient, Millwall, Norwich City, and Leicester City. These were not very glamorous assignments. Tough leagues with physical, rough pitches and not too much media hype. But more than anything, Kane found his bitter lessons from them. From these, he learned the realities of professional football. He handled failures, took on strong criticisms, and practiced improvement without the glittering halo of the Premier League. Other players may have faded from memory by now, after such loans. But Kane wasn't one of them. He took every opportunity, every training session, every match as a chance to improve while on loan from a club. By the time Harry got his break with Tottenham during the 2014 to 2015 season, he was already fully prepared for it. The world of football would write of him after he had scored 31 goals in all competitions. Many had given up on him as a player, but he proved that hard work did beat talent when the latter didn't work hard. He certainly wasn't the fastest striker, nor the most imposing one physically, but game intelligence, positional sense, clinical finishing, and work rate made him unstoppable. Over the years, he did not budge from such exceedingly high standards, taking away many pieces of the Premier League golden boots from him and smashing records. His ability at doing this yearly was based not merely on innate giftedness to perform at the highest possible level, but from the thousands of hours of hard work spent perfecting this craft behind the scenes. Harry Kane off the field is as much a star as on the pitch. When he weds his first love, Katie Goodland, childhood sweethearts, who speaks volumes as to loyalty and humility as character-falsifying values. A sweet family indeed that Kane has built, and it is quite common for him to say family is very important. This is why Harry Kane is a great sportsman and far more renowned human being, professionalism with grounding. Today, fame has turned many heads. Kane has posed quite a lesson in the true sense of what successful careers are all about. Values such as loyalty, integrity, and hard work, all founded on love. Aside from everything, one more notch on the success ladder is being a captain on the England national football team, which boosts motivation for his fellow teammates to follow through action, wherein he led England national team while running as runners-up in Euro 2020 to the semi-finals. In the history of the World Cup under his captaincy, the England national football team made it to the semi-finals in the 2018 tournament, which was their best result in decades. In all those tournaments, Kane showed resilience, turning failures not into labels for himself, but always instead along the lines of the next step. How can I improve? What can I do better for the team? My leadership is about more than scoring goals. It's about lifting others and showing them what can be achieved through discipline and dedication. Well, mentality is another necessary player in the success storyline of Kane's life. It is mentality that makes the difference between good athletes and great. The kind of mental prep he undergoes, visualizes, and stands stead under pressure is something Kane has often spoken about. Whether it is stepping up to the spot on a penalty kick in a World Cup shootout, or needing a last-minute goal to save Tottenham, Kane's ability to remain calm under pressure and make clear decisions has served him well. Mentality was not something that came easy to Kane himself, though it was forged through the years by experience, by disappointment, and even learning from every mistake. In simple and yet so deep words, Kane sums up his story: controlling what you can control, being humble in victory, and resilient in defeat. Harry Kane's many teachings reiterate that achievement does not translate into a finality. No matter how paradoxical the case, it has not held good in achieving everything, being Tottenham's top scorer of all time, receiving a plethora of accolades for himself, and having England lead him in some of the most significant games has not quite appeased him. The next horizon of challenges, The next item of evolution for him is always in the eye of sight. In 2023, Kane made a daring move and broke off from the Premier League by switching to Bayern Munich, as it was his thirst to have a fresh and new challenge in his life. This was an ambition-based, not comfort-led step into throwing himself into the rigors of another environment, feeling the pressure of new expectations, and undergoing opposition drumming against someone else's beat. True success is characterized by one's ability to step outside comfort zones. Harry Kane has gone beyond the limitations of the self and pursued the welfare of others so as to appear brighter in this panorama of life. To him, success is really about helping other people and change within the environment there. Kane has become involved in charity work and humanitarian causes, which have earned him his credibility. Finally, the Harry Kane perspective convinces one that success does not stop right there with near results. It is always there and is about the do-nothing phase of how long that dream lasts. Success is when perseverance and tolerance intermingle with hard work and humility, plus a good team surrounding you. Success's labor is to walk through the negatives without losing sight of that dream. Kane, when success was so close and hardest to attain, chose to endure. They say he never gave up. It was almost as if not attaining that success was never an option. A journey such as this tells you success is to be worked for. It is in no way a matter of being granted. Whoever needs a role model should study Harry Kane, not only for his footballing skills, but also for living high-intensity, deliberate, and passionate lives with a constant attitude of never giving up. Harry Kane's desire to break records and chase new dreams reminds us that really successful people keep learning, keep growing, and never quit. Basically, it's about hard work and believing in yourself. If you get that right, then anything's possible, said Harry Kane. With every game, Harry Kane proves that those words are not just a tagline, they are how he approaches life.